This tier list at first glance is not that bad until you start reading more, and then you realize it's either AI or it's someone who doesn't fucking care about the game, doesn't know what it's talking about. Now, I always complain about this type of websites for one simple reason. First, give me traffic, not these guys. Second, they do nothing for the community. They will not help a new player. They will actually hurt a new player who doesn't understand the game and will fuck up their accounts because they're invested in things that they think are high in tier, but are trash or are not good, or it's outdated, or it's clearly AI generated, right? So those are the reasons. I hate this type of people. Now, why do I think this is AI generated, right? All of us here are degenerates. We play multiple gachas. For those of you who have at any point done any theory crafting, do you think you could be doing tier lists for more than 30 games? Just asking, right? Do you think you can maintain 30 tier lists on your own and make it good? The answer is obvious, right? The answer, it's fucking obvious. I'm not gonna check the other gachas because I don't play the other gachas. I don't. But clearly, our brother Mikhail does not play gachas. He just takes information from somewhere else and then parrots wrong information, misleading information into everyone commenting.
Yeah, that's like 5 minutes at most.
5 minutes. So let's check the Gods of Victory NIKKE tier list and reroll guide by our brother Mikhail. We will be tagging them on Twitter later and actually telling them, hey, this is clearly AI, and see if they answer and make another video after that. But first, let's go into the S plus tier. Now, like I was saying, if you check the recommendations themselves, some are weird to put like as the highest priority. Some are decent, right? Litter, Alice, Chrome, Blank, Modernia, Nord, The Killer Wife, Scarlet, Senti, Prevati, Alkaid Main, and then Recruit, right? Like it could be worse. You're like, okay, it's not that bad, Sefhi. So what's the complaint about? Well, let's come here. At the very top of the NIKKE tier list, is this big enough, guys? Hopefully it's big enough, all right? We have Scarlet and Litter, two of the most powerful characters currently available for PvE. This was updated 2 days ago. While Scarlet is the top unit, she's also a rather high risk, high reward. Every tier list that mentions Scarlet that it is AI generated will always include high risk, high reward because they take either Pride One, I think it's Pride One. They take Pride One, they run it through ChatGPT, it always comes out with high risk, high reward when you take pros and cons every single time. Since you need to have lower HP in order to deal more damage, also not really true, but let's be that doesn't really matter, right? Now, this is the interesting part, and this is where it starts to get sketchy. Litter is a little bit of a jack of all trades, if you might see. She will recover allies' HP, deal damage, and buff the allies. Attack, which makes her probably one of the best units to have, or a must-have for most endgame teams. And this is where you start to recognize the patterns, right? They clearly don't know what they're talking about. There's a difference between recovering your covers HP and healing your team, but they keep going with this, right? Because if you go to the next page, the S tier characters, they mention this again. Now, S plus tier characters, there is a lot that is complete. Cap, Neto, Pepper, Nova, nowadays Kilo, Noah, Kokoa, Makima, Sakura, Neon, Blue Ocean. Once again, this is what a new player that maybe was playing last year and got Summer Neon. And it's like, oh, can I invest on Summer Neon? And they come here and it's like, oh, S tier. Let me invest in Summer Neon really quickly. let me invest on Summer Neon really quickly, right? Pepper is an amazing support unit if you don't have Litter, since she can provide quite a lot in terms of sustain. She doesn't buff the allies' attack as the case for Litter, but her heal is just as good, if not better. Her heal is just as good, if not better, than Litter. Sir, once again, what the fuck? As for the rest of the units, Pravat is one of our personal favorites, since her load speed is extremely swift, and she can easily find her place on any team. The same could be said for Harran, who has a super fun skill to use, the Death Scythe, if you're in love with burst damage. Like, this is clearly AI generated. Who the fuck talks like this making a tier list? No, nobody. Even Sticks doesn't speak like this when she making a tier list. Shout out to Sticks. No hate is mentioning it because I'm a retard, okay? What can I say? A tier, let's keep moving. On A tier, we have some interesting units as well, right? We have Moran at the same level as some of them. Normal Ludmila with Tia and Naga. A2, where she belongs, with the trash. You have what others he likes is not really good. Viper, interesting. Signal at the same level as Helm, Julia, normal Neon. Like, again, clearly people who do not play this game. Clearly people who have no fucking idea what they're talking about. That is not the problem if you're a content creator and you're making. I'm gonna put an example by name because I don't dislike the dude. Go Gacha. He talks about tier lists mostly pride when he covers the game. He makes good content. He clearly likes the game, even if the content is not in depth like Sky. My content is not like Sky either, right? But you can clearly see that he cares about the game. These people don't give a shit. These people are only here to make as many articles as possible, to generate as many clicks as possible. It's fucking trash. It's not helping nobody. It will only hurt people who are looking for a tier list and they get into this article. Now, in the A tier, we have some great SR units as well as SSRs. If you plan on rerolling, you should try to have at least one of these SRs on the pool. Why would you reroll for an SR character? Chill. As well as one of the S or S plus units. Neon is the first SR supporter that is in this tier, while Rappi is the SR attacker. Neon is great for boosting allies' crit rate and increasing their maximum capacity for shotguns. Imagine recommending anyone rerolling for a shotgun team and going for Neon as your SR unit for filler. Just imagine that. Like, oh no guys, just reroll, go for a shotgun team and try to get Neon so she can actually support your shotguns, you know? Keep going though, let's go, right? B tier, we don't care about this, even though in 102, Maxwell, Noise at the same level as Crow. I'm not even gonna talk about Alice because I don't like her. Let's ignore Alice. Maxwell and Noise, among other units, at the same level as Crow. In the B tier, we have some rather interesting units where the rarity is not SSR, but SR. They can still be quite good for much of the game's content. No, please do not use SR units unless you are the Chad right now in chat, aka Ironblood Commander. There is no need for you to be using lower rarity character. He is a Chad. He's clearing because he enjoys the challenge. For most people, if you're here to collect characters only, right? Don't do that, right? Don't do that to yourself because it's only gonna impact how you're playing, right? Shout out to Ironblood, a true chat in here, all right? They never played this game in their life. Anis is a great example of that. She's a defender type unit that can increase her own defense. No one uses defense in this game. It's a shit stat unless you are Noah. Let's not talk about Moran, please. Let's not talk about Moran. Let me see what else are they saying. Maxwell is a pretty good DPS character if you don't have any better options. One of the best characters in the fucking game that not only can act as a DPS but also as a support is at the same level as the SR, at the same level as Bane. What is in here? D tier, all of the blue units with Isabel, with Enwa, with Solin, Bestie, Mihara. Okay, let's check their reroll. Let's see what they do recommend for rerolling, right? Rerolling in NIKKE, so victory is quite fun, but also a unique process. It's salted emos. It works for every single gacha out there. It's not unique, it's not fun, right? Players have found some rather interesting rerolling techniques, which we've tried and tested.
Excuse me.
Aside from the obvious data deletion and up clearing. So if you want to learn how to reroll because of victory NIKKE, keep on reading, right? Engagement on the first paragraph. Good. Reroll method 1. In order to reroll with this method, you will need to log in using Google Mail Gmail account. All you need to do is start by using one email to which you have access and start playing as normally you would do. After pulling for the units, if you don't get what you want, you can log out of this email and move to the next, which is usually the same, but with a twist. This method is called salted emails, and all you need to do is add plus something between your email name and the Gmail portion of the address. For instance, instead of using name@gmail.com, you would use name plus something. Usually only add numbers since it's easier to not get fucked. Also, a lot of games do not allow salted emails when it comes to actually putting +1. What you could do is your email. What you can do that works always, even if salting with numbers is not allowed, is adding dots. This is a new email. This is a new email. This is a new email, even though it goes to your own inbox. Of course, these people don't know anything, but it's completely fine. You know, just a small tip from your friendly reroller, Sefhi. Right? Reroll method 2, which is just clearing the storage, we don't care. Who to reroll? This is the important part, okay? This is what we care about. Who to reroll for in Goddess of Victory NIKKE. You can check the top tiers of the Goddess of Victory NIKKE tier list above, or you can aim for one of the following. Liter, Pepper, Volume, Novel, Noah, Ludmilla, Scarlet, Haran, Snow White, Rappy. Again, I'm not talking shit because this is an outdated tier list. This was updated 3 days ago, and this is published as a new thing. Alright? Now, remember that Rappy, you need to be rerolling for her. Are you a true commander if you don't reroll for Rappy? Tell me. I don't think so. Alright? So don't forget to reroll for Ludmilla plus Rappy. It's a good combo. If you get Ludmilla and Rappy on the same team, you are most guaranteed to just completely punch your account, which is a really good start if you think about it, right?
Mod too low tiered, sorry.
Now, let's actually take a bit of this, right? And let's pick them. Let's actually go here. S tier. Let's take a picture of this. This is... okay, Pocket Gamer. Guys, if you're going to make AI tier lists, at least put the right information. Not this bullshit. Not even going to talk about your reroll recommendations, because my god, it gives more brain rot than Genshin creators. Cheers. Now, I think that's a great tweet to see if they answered or not, to create some drama out of nowhere. That's it. That's gonna be it for this one. That's what the tier list that I wanted to showcase to you bosses. Let me actually put it here again. If you're interested in good resources for gacha games, pocketgamer.com is always a good resource, right? We will still be the gatekeeper of NIKKE if needed. Right? God bless gatekeeping shitty websites and creators. That's it. Leave a like, subscribe, please, guys, say goodbye to YouTube, and see you in the next one, bosses.
By YT.
役立たずは楽園から追放するのみ。ブランとノワールのショータイムです。天地万物を切るとはこういうことだ。